Hey guys, welcome to Unscripted Lifestyle. My name is Baby and you're watching Unscripted TV. We all know that Vows Day is such a big deal in our time, and year after year, lovers have so much high expectations of each other. But what has love got to do with Vows Day? We'll find out after this break. Welcome back. Don't forget you're watching Unscripted Lifestyle. And my face was beautifully glammed by Anila Makeover, and my dress is by She Ajwa. Before we delve into today's topic, my guests are
Karen.
Bristol Aquila.
I am Sewa.
welcome ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So our topic for today is what has love got to do with Vows Day? What do you guys think?
Okay, so with me, I feel a lot of people are celebrating the day without knowing the history behind it. And to be very honest, the day has everything to do with love because the act of the Saint Valentine was to, join couples together when it was even against the laws in Rome. That was in the 5th century, 4th century. When the emperor then, that is Claudius II, banned soldiers from getting married. And around that time, a majority of them were Christians. And St. Valentine's believed that, when a man and a woman is in love, they should, be together. And around that time too, the reason why Claudius II banned weddings was because he needed more soldiers. So the less men married, the more soldiers he would get. So when he realized that, someone came out, snitched on St. Valentine's, and he was called upon to question himself. So when he did that, they gave him the ultimatum. You stop the weddings and worship the gods of Rome, or you'll be imprisoned and executed. And he was like, no way, it's God I want to worship, so that's it. So he was imprisoned. So that's the first act, joining people together. Another one is when he got into jail, some legends have it that the jailer also wanted to know why Saint Valentine's didn't want to, give up his faith just so that he could live. And he told Saint Valentine's to prove to him why he believed in God. So he had a blind daughter and a blind adopted daughter who served him food. And in the process, they were having conversations because she had nothing else to do but come to him, serve food, and they would have conversations upon conversations. And some stories say they fell in love. Some were like they just built a friendship rapport. And one day he told her to come closer. He put her hands over his eyes and he put his hands over her eyes and she could see. And he was like, oh, it's a miracle. So when he did that, the Roman emperor heard it and was like, this one is even in prison and he's performing witchcraft. So he has to be executed. But before even that thing became ging, he had set 14th February. That was in 269.
Wow.
So we're talking the 3rd century. 14th February was his execution date. And when he heard that, on the night of before the day, he wrote a letter to the blind girl, signed from your Valentine.
Okay.
You get it. So since then, that's when the habit came about. But it wasn't celebrated till like 200 years later,
Okay.
when Pope Gelasius, that's his name, who decided to, praise, like let's come together, remember Saint Valentine's for not giving up on God.
Okay.
So the day was set to be celebrated as a feast, for like how we have Christmas to celebrate the death of Jesus Christ. That was what the day was made for, not particularly because of love. But in the 15th, 14th century, that was when people decided to associate it with romantic love to it. And in the 18th century, that's when people started using the love letters, and that was when even mass Valentine cards and things were being produced. Even Cadbury, that's the founder of Cadbury that we all know, came about to take the chance, yes, to have chocolates for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
That's when sometime in England it was like chocolate day.
Oh, okay.
More like, having to, but they associated it, they called it the Lover's Spring. So that's when it always came about. So it has everything to do with love. If we even remove the fact that Pope Gelasius decided to take the day to praise or martyr Saint Valentine, it was also that with his act, he marrying couples that were in love, and he also performing miracles to make someone see. And some stories saying because he loved the girl, all those things come. So yes, love has everything to do from the history to date.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Interesting.
But what does love mean to you? What does vows day mean to you exactly?
Personally, in today's day, I feel is not necessary. Yes, because people are celebrating it wrongly.
Yeah.
It's only the Anglican churches that are still having the Pope Valentine's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Saint Valentine, the
original
original one, because
Valentine, yeah.
they have the celebration, but we have decided to romanticize it a lot. And people now
It's a
I don't. It's a
competition.
competition. 10
I
years.
know.
People are not laughing.
They're on social media.
Yes, it's like a competition.
We need to show big things.
Thank you.
Yes.
Who is the best couple? Who is
I
the
know.
best girlfriend? Who's the best
Yes.
boyfriend?
Yes.
You get it. And like you said,
It has so much.
there are a lot of
expectations.
expectations.
High
Because if
expectations,
today
yeah.
I'm buying, I want to give to my boyfriend
Mhm.
a phone. Next time he's expecting something bigger, right?
Yeah.
And maybe next time I get him a Mac laptop. Okay.
Mhm.
Then he's expecting something bigger. So what if I get him the world? What will he need again?
You need the moon.
Exactly. Like the expectations get very impossible that no one can even catch up anymore. And
Right.
there was even
And there's no love behind it these days. No,
Yes.
they're just doing it just for
For
social
doing
media
sake.
yes.
Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
attention, or to just please the social media. Yes.
A lot of people are just doing that for now.
Of course, that's very, very
Yeah.
insightful. Yeah, I mean the meaning.
Of
Yeah, a lot
the
of people.
story.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't
Valentine,
know
the story
what's
behind
about.
it. Yeah, very,
I
very
know we are all
insightful.
chipping in while she answered, but what do you also think? What does vows day mean to you?
Wow. Well, for me, Valentine's Day is a day to share love, and of course, it is not the only day for couples to express their love or for lovers to express their love, but yet it's rather another opportunity to express your love to those we love, or couples or lovers. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah, I
also
think.
I think I'm the only person here. I don't have any meaning to Valentine's Day. Honestly speaking, I don't have any meaning to Valentine's Day. It's just like a normal day
Normal
for me.
day.
Yes, it's true.
I think when I was in SHS, when it's Val's Day, hey, you see our seniors, they are getting these gifts and all me.
Yeah.
Nothing. So it's just a regular day for me. It's like it's a regular day for me.
Yeah.
There's nothing so special about that day. I think one time I was working. That was 2019. And it was getting to Valentine's Day. I called my boyfriend, Charlie, Valentine, what are you doing for me? And I was like, I've never asked for Valentine's Day gift before, because like the pressure was getting to me at work. So I was like, this person is getting this person is getting this. We need to do something
Do
for
something,
me.
yes,
And then
yes.
so I feel that there's nothing special about Valentine's Day for me personally. Like
Okay.
it's a normal day. Yes, if something happens, fine. But if nothing happens, I'm okay.
But to some ladies, it's very, very important.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
they take
it
it is,
seriously.
yes, it is necessary for their boyfriends to do something. And see, my ladies, let me tell you something. These are guys, they easily forget things. Like, you tell them something today that it is happening the next 3 days, but they will forget.
Yeah.
So if you know that it is very important, you don't wait for him to surprise you. See, he will forget. If you know Valentine is coming the next week, remind him. Babe, what are we doing this week? Where are we going? I mean, what are we doing on Vows Day? Where are we going on Vows Day? Kai, no. Now you say, me, I'm waiting for him to surprise me. Sister, will be soon.
Oh, but
He will forget.
Sarah, I think it's one-sided with you. I think the ladies too can surprise their
the boy,
gentlemen.
yeah,
So
of
it
course.
goes like
Of course.
two ways.
Both
eh,
ways,
eh,
yeah.
both ways. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Sawa, it looks like you're very much into this vows day.
Oh, yes.
And so I would like to know, would it bother you if your partner doesn't celebrate you on that day?
Very, very much. Like,
Why?
when I was explaining what Valentine's Day means,
to you.
I said that Valentine's Day is not the only day to share or express our love, but it is yet another opportunity for us to express our affection to our lovers or our couples or whatever. And with our busy schedules, going for meetings, doing this here and there, every day we're always busy, always with family, doing that, and it's Vows Day. My friends are celebrating Vows Day. Then they will come. So, like, girl, like, what are you doing? What is a guy doing for you? Well, he said Vows Day is not the only day, so then how will I feel? No, I can't do that. So Vows is very, very important to me. Like, it is very, very important to me.
Okay, so I would like to, chip into something she said about her friends asking her what she's getting for Valentine. They are not in your relationship. That's one thing you should know. All of them have their relationships, and not everything on the other side is, green. Okay, there are some things that were painted. You can't look at your friends' relationships and the big teddy bear they have, and you are going to look at your boyfriend's.
It's nice.
No,
It's nice.
what if they bought it for themselves?
And what if it was even rented? Some couples even go and borrow those things, take pictures, and send them back. Some people even come and lie. Some
Social
girls even
media
buy
pressure.
their own gifts. Yeah, some people
Yeah.
buy their own gifts and tag their boyfriends to it. It doesn't, just to show that they are in the best relationships. You get me? Fine. And you also made another statement saying that if Valentine's Day is important to you, then he should take it as an important. You have a point there. But are you willing to do something for him too? If Valentine's Day is also important for him, to him, and can you meet his expectations the way you want him to meet yours?
Yeah.
Okay, what if it's not Valentine's Day that is important to him, but he's made it important for you, okay? And it is, for him, it is Good Friday that is important to him. It's not something people come about and just come and give. But it's like, I want to have a gift, and we're like, oh, what are you talking about? Good Friday, pie, one cake. Are you serious? You get it?
Yeah.
So it varies. This is something that people in relationships should have discussions about, sit down and talk about it. Then you will. I even feel all these things should be spoken about when they are in the friendship phase. If it's something that they should.
Dating phase. And also, I want to say something. We ladies say we are always expecting more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And giving out
Less.
I saw this video on TikTok that maybe if you're someone who always wants to receive gifts or like this thing, how do you say affection.
Okay.
I think you should also give out a hand, show your partner affection and all those things. Maybe boy he doesn't like giving out gifts. Try that. Oshana like he's not also
Reciprocating.
then you end things there that
Yeah.
but it shouldn't always be one-sided.
I feel also people take this opportunity to be very superficial. They choose to take Valentine's Day as a day that is the only time someone can go all out for them when they love them.
I was about to go into that.
Because for me personally, if you really want to go all out for someone, I feel birthdays are the best times because it's the celebration of the person's existence. This is a person I love, and if you weren't born, I don't think I would have had these beautiful years with you. You get me? But Valentine's Day, it has its pros and cons. I'm not disputing that.
Yeah.
The pros is, those busy couples are able to schedule a specific day for them to have some fun. When other celebrations too can come in for them to have it back. Those who intentionally take that day as an excuse to not gift or show affection or show any of those things and wait for Valentine's Day alone is quite it's very bothersome that people would take really wait for just Valentine's Day to do that. It's just I
should even think about it. Why we wait till Valentine's Day to celebrate this whole love thing and blah blah blah. Because in these days, women are giving out less gifts, but they are expecting more. They buy cheap gifts, cheap items. They present their significant others, then they want expensive items in return. In my opinion, it's not done that way. It's not supposed to be that way. Much energy. If your boyfriend is giving you, let's say, an iPhone, you look at what he needs, what he wants. Like, it's not even supposed to be something even extra but something that when he looks at or when he takes, it's like or dreaming or toy. You understand? Like it's a bit sumbo gifts. No, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So the whole thing, but these days, it's all about sex. And
Sex. Sex on this what do the guys need from us? See, if you just weigh it, what the guys need from us is sex.
Are you sure?
Oh please.
But that's not
What?
what
No,
we need.
of course I do. No, I know, but 80%, like, what do they really need from you?
Sometimes
And what at all they need from you? It's the sex, my dear.
I don't.
Yes, and then also about what you said with the ladies giving cheap gifts to their guys. That was before. I would say that was before. But now my ladies are really, really doing it. See, yes, my ladies are really doing it, buying expensive gifts for their boyfriends. Because me personally, last year I got something from a guy, and it was an expensive thing. No, please, no, let's go. So this year, of course, I'm also expecting something from him. He's expecting something from me as well. And I think this
But even in terms of expensive gifts, I'm not even trying to say buy him something that costs like maybe 100,000.
Oh no.
A dinner will do.
Yeah,
Like 5-star
Exactly.
restaurants will do. Yes.
That is why it always depends. It always depends on those involved. It always depends on individuals. You know, Val's Day is approaching. It is you and him. So, babe, what are we doing this Val's Day? Where are we going? Like, you book something, do something out of the ordinary, something extraordinary. Appreciate the day because it comes once in a year. Of course, we can always celebrate, we can always do it. But then, it is a day, as I said, it's yet another opportunity to express our affections and our love. Yes. So,
I'll
I
chip
think
in and
this
go.
even brings me to my question. So I wanted to know, do we even think that Val's Day is being celebrated the way it's done? Like, is it supposed to be celebrated this way?
No, I don't think so.
no.
No, I don't think so. Because,
Really?
yes, because I feel now, like how she said that people are using gifts to weigh how their lovers love each other instead of looking at certain things. I feel, as she said, even though from the beginning I was quite against the day, but as she said, it's another opportunity to show affection to your significant other. Yes, please. And like I mentioned earlier, some people have very busy schedules that they choose to, like this Valentine's Day. And I feel it's a day you can also use to, reminisce the good days that you had. Not necessarily be giving out gifts. So it could be a day that you guys could have to yourselves alone. But now everyone is just like earlier, who is giving the best gift? Who is the best couple? Who is the best girlfriend?
It's a competition.
We mentioned with things to social media, everyone is comparing themselves.
Yeah, true.
She was like, she's going to get offended if her boyfriend doesn't get her a gift. You understand? I don't know how a relationship is. Probably she gives a gift to her boyfriend back. So it will actually really offend her if she doesn't receive some. But some of them are like, no, you're my boyfriend, you're the man, you should be the one to give. So it comes like that, then it just destroys relationships. People are just misusing the day. Some people are not even, committed, couples or lovers, and they expect that kind of, attention or affection on that day. And I'm like, just be at the back. You're side chick. I don't know why you're asking for wife products. You get me? So
Asking for wife products.
yeah, exactly.
But are people really celebrating it because of that?
This
These
is how
the
far.
way these days, no.
It's half hour.
People just celebrate their Valentine's Day to just get laid. Yeah, they just want to have sex on that day. But me, I don't think that's what I'm saying.
Do you mean the guys wanting the sex or the ladies wanting the sex?
Even the stylist.
No, see, this sex me. You see, when we talk about sex, for me, one thing I understand, or one thing I have learned is that sex, it was naturally made for the men. Not like entirely only for the men, but it was for. You see, sometimes when you and the guy, it's not always that we have that sexual feeling. It's always them. It's always them.
Ask you something. Have you experienced orgasm before? Because when you are talking, it's for the men.
No, I'm not saying that it's entirely for the men. No, I'm not saying it's entirely for the men. No,
women enjoy sex.
That's why I said it's not entirely
more than men. Trust me. Maybe madam.
No, I'm not saying we don't enjoy it.
No, you said we don't need sex.
Yeah.
You but me and you. So
I
please say why we carry that. What is we the women don't need sex? high demand of sex, even more than the men. Trust me. That's why when you have a boyfriend and he's so good in bed and he cheats on you, it's days. It's not even the money you're looking at. It's the way he's good in bed.
Even if you look at people who are cheating, let's say their boyfriends have money and they cheat, and they're like, why did you cheat? Oh, he's not good in bed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, sex is the other reason.
After all the money he has, and
After
then
yes.
So women need sex.
The thing is, I see where you're coming from. That yes, men often want it, but it doesn't mean that women too don't need it.
Oh no.
You understand? Because they are hypersexual. Okay, they are built polygamous.
Right.
So that's why they don't go through this period, and their sperms don't have anything to do with how they can impregnate unless it has a medical issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so they on the go. They can pee this minute. Next minute, Karen will pass, they'll pee again. Because that's their biological, how do you call it? That's how their anatomy is made.
Yes, right.
So that's why it will be seen like they like sex. But it's not really their fault. They were made like that.
Yeah.
But like she said, there have been studies and facts that women actually demand sex more than men.
What are some of the effects it has on mental health? Or even if it has any effect at all?
Okay, so should I?
Yeah.
Okay. For me in particular, I don't have any problem. I don't how you say this whole social media glamorized thing. I don't care about it. When I see that maybe a lady has rather gifted her partner something, I'm motivated to do same. But the negative aspect, which is maybe going to put pressure on my partner, I saw this on social media, so maybe I want the same thing, or I want to be treated this way, I want this, like I want this, I want that. No. It's something that I in particular I don't have a problem with it.
So you don't have, it doesn't affect
That's
you.
my thing. No, doesn't affect me.
Okay, well, I feel I've had experience in that. I've had to face frustration or depression through that, and just through that, I decided to forget the whole thing, like if I should get gifts or not. And this happened, I think, quite recently. I was in this relationship, and even though I was not big with this Valentine's thing, I was really into this man. Okay, and I was like, okay, I didn't receive a gift on my birthday the last year, so at least Valentine's Day could try to play, but none of that sort came, and it really got to me. I felt like this man didn't like me at all. I didn't even I barely got a gift, but the gift came I think a month later. We went to a store, they surprised me with a stuffed doll, and I was like, oh, just to pacify me for not having it. It does have an effect one way or the other.
Yeah.
But when you put your mind to it that you can receive gifts any day, not necessarily that day, and you put at the back of your head that you're not going to let this social media facade get to your head. Oh, this person got this chocolate, I want some. Then if you put at the back of your mind that your partner probably on that day you had a problem, you couldn't get it for you. That understanding is there. You not like those kind of things, especially, but yes, it has an effect.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So what do you also think?
Well, yeah, I think it does has effects on we the youth because people put out there a lot of things like sorry. What did I say? Bro, okay. Yeah, I think it does. It does has an effect on we the youth because most people put lies. They put lies out there for us to think that, or for the youth to think that is what their partners are getting for them.
True.
But then it could be a lie, you see, and then so with that, I think it does has an effect on the youth.
And with this social media, there is a 50-50. Some are actually genuine.
Some are.
And like, so it's a 50-50 thing. Me like this, I'm like, I like going on dates. Just take you here, or I also take you here. Like I like that more than receiving gifts. I think that's me. I like to go on dates a lot.
So it's good to appreciate yourself. It's good to love yourself because if you're always expecting from your partner, expecting to get what you are seeing, it's going to be a problem because we are all different. As I said, Val's Day is approaching. Okay, so ask your partner, where are we going, or what are you getting for me? If if it's a surprise, of course, surprises are meant to be kept a secret. So he wouldn't tell you, okay, but then at least plan something. And if what you're planning doesn't come up and he ends up surprising you, then yeah, you take it. If the surprise doesn't come, well, it's between you, the individual, you, those in a relationship. So yeah, I think we shouldn't, the youth should not think that what they are seeing is what is supposed to be done.
Yeah,
So they also want to get the same thing because they are seeing it. But then they should understand that we are all different, coming from different backgrounds, having different understanding. Yes.
So if I have this experience I want to talk about. I was dating this guy. Yeah, so I think we had a fight, but that week, I think it wasn't vows, it wasn't anything. I just bought a gift from one of these Instagram shops. It was a belt, couplings, and I think what was it? Something big. I don't remember. It was just a normal gift. It wasn't a special thing. And I told the lady to write it's over between us. It was just
some fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
for fun. And I thought maybe he would appreciate it, like my sense of humor or something, because it was funny. We are fighting, and I just buy a gift out of the blue, and then you read the card. Up till now, he's not won the cufflinks. The belts, he said it's cheap, so. But the gift wasn't expensive though, but at least it was the thought behind it, because I wanted us to,
Come back
come
together.
back ahead.
It was more like a come back
It
thing.
could have been, I'm sorry.
Oh, you have said it's over between us, my love.
It's over between us. Don't contact me.
My dear.
It's just one of those things. Yeah.
Alright, with all the excitement going on, if we don't take care, we might not end the video. So
I know.
we might not end the show. So before we go, I'd like to hear your final remarks on the topic for today.
Right, yeah. Valentine Day, Valentine is all about love. And we should remember that when you love someone, it's not about what the person has, okay? It is about how important you are to the person, how the person loves you, the affection, the little thing the person does for you is what is important. So it's not about what the person has nice eyes, the person does this, does that, no. But some little things that a person does that are important, that is what we call love, but not what you see physically. Yes. So yeah, and then also I want to quote something. There's this quote I really like. It says that your flowers, okay, your flowers are perfect for the heart that is meant to love you.
Oh.
Hey, and
And then flowers.
Your mistakes.
Okay, so I would say, you should love yourself enough. Like, put yourself first. Be selfish about yourself. Love yourself the way you would love your partner or anyone else, like in your relationship or anything. Put yourself first. It should always be about you first, because these days, when you put someone first, the things say, radiate. On to me, say, or domedo. I've heard someone say that like me hearing or domedo to me. No, love yourself. Like, you should really love yourself. Like, don't. When you love yourself, there's this
But you know, be crumple and
hey, trust me. So I think I'll say love yourself. If you don't have a boyfriend, or you have a boyfriend and it's not going to do anything for you on Valentine's Day, you can take yourself out. Spoil yourself.
Yeah.
Also, I did even so much on that, so yeah.
Chocolate, yeah. To be mom, the chocolate, we say lemon flavor, child, what kind?
Dark chocolate, just like my heart, very dark.
Anyway, well, all I think about is Valentine's Day. It should be a day that should happen every day. It shouldn't just be one particular day. Those who are celebrating for its original purpose, yes, they can have their feast for it, but everybody should have that kind of affection for everyone. Like how Karen said that you should love yourself. If you love yourself, you'll be fulfilled enough to spread your love to someone else too. So it's a gradual process. So it shouldn't be one day thing. if you are getting chocolate for her today, you should try and make it a habitual thing. It shouldn't just be that one day. What you are going to start with should be constant. It shouldn't be a one-time thing for you. So that's what I had to say. Valentine's Day should be an everyday thing. It shouldn't be only that. Then that jealousy thing, stop.
Please let me give you an example. See, when she's at work, okay, out of the blue, you just send a card. Happy Wednesday, happy Monday, something she didn't expect.
You too.
Charlie, that's a load. That's a load. That's nice. Oh,
No flowers. That be a ball. No flowers. I can probably a chocolate or something, but no flowers. No.
Okay,
No flowers.
We didn't make that.
How the ladies receive the thing is so fake. It's like Uktumu said they wish that the flowers was money.
Money,
Not like that plastic flowers. No flowers.
And then girls, they should be buying petrol for the boy.
I know, right?
If it's very range, so 500 cities that will buy it. Just for that day.
Well, it's been such a great conversation right here in the studio as to whether love has got anything to do with Vows Day. I did this with Karen, Akila, and Selwa, and we'll come your way again next time. I'm Debbie.